They form one of television's most captivating duos, with a bond that has oscillated wildly between camaraderie and conflict over the decades. Currently, Lewis Walsh and Simon Cowell find themselves in the midst of another reported dispute, where the 73-year-old Irish judge has allegedly labeled the 66-year-old music mogul a has-been in a sharp critique. The latest tension reportedly arises from Cowell's recent documentary Simon Cowell, The Next Act, which premiered at the end of last year. This project chronicles Cowell's efforts to assemble a new boy band called December 10th, aiming to replicate the phenomenal success of One Direction. Insiders suggest that Walsh was incensed by his exclusion from the series, which instead featured Cowell's former pop idol colleague Pete Waterman. Walsh, believing he possesses unparalleled experience and insight among Cowell's collaborators, felt this snub deeply. Sources indicate that his public jabs at Britain's Got Talent (BGT) are calculated to irk Cowell, especially amid concerns over declining viewership. Cowell and Walsh's paths first intersected well before their television fame, but it was on The X Factor where their dynamic truly ignited. Their on-screen banter, from squabbling over song selections to delivering candid barbs about contestants, became essential viewing. At their peak, they appeared inseparable, with Walsh once crediting Cowell for transforming his life. Yet, underlying frictions have periodically erupted, leading to their current estrangement, where they reportedly haven't communicated in years. In a recent outburst, Walsh dismissed BGT as irrelevant, claiming it's a shadow of its former self. Ahead of the show's latest series premiere, he remarked that in its heyday, it drew 12 million viewers and captivated the nation with its winners. Now, he argued, it lacks that cultural impact, questioning if anyone even remembers last year's victor. Additionally, Walsh alleged that Cowell's fiancée, Lauren Silverman, 48, manages his communications and schedule, explaining their prolonged silence. He praised Cowell as incredible in his prime, but implied a loss of sharp instincts, surrounded by yes-men unwilling to deliver hard truths. Reports suggest Walsh's private messages were even more cutting, declaring Cowell done, and encircled by insincere individuals. He also mocked December 10th, jesting they should be renamed April 1st, though he expressed genuine well wishes for the band members' success. This isn't Walsh's first public swipe at Cowell. In 2024, during a stint on Celebrity Big Brother alongside Sharon Osbourne, 73, they unleashed a barrage of criticisms. Osbourne vowed never to collaborate with Cowell again, citing how he blocked her from a lucrative role on The Masked Singer USA due to X Factor commitments. Walsh concurred, revealing zero contact since their X Factor era. Prior to entering the house, Walsh shaded Cowell's fashion, hairstyles and cosmetic changes, while acknowledging his debts to him for career opportunities. He promised to gossip judiciously, aware of the microphones. Cowell responded graciously, viewing Osbourne and Walsh as dear friends capable of winning the show. He emphasized their enduring bond, where long gaps in communication don't diminish affection, and expressed missing their interactions. Walsh's X Factor tenure was tumultuous. Sacked in 2007 after 3 seasons, he was replaced by choreographer Brian Friedman, only to return weeks later when the change faltered. Walsh later boasted about this as a proud moment, noting Osbourne's tip-off and Cowell's pragmatic reversal for the show's benefit. In 2015, Walsh exited again, feeling humiliated and undermined by Cowell's insults like idiot and bland. He rejoined in 2016 and stayed until 2018. By 2019, Walsh claimed a generous payoff rather than dismissal, and quipped about his lesser plastic surgery reminding Cowell of aging. In 2023, Walsh disclosed Cowell's disdain for Westlife, his most triumphant act. Recalling a meeting where Cowell deemed them dreadful and suggested replacing members, Walsh persisted, altering appearances like dyeing Shane Fillin's hair. Months later, Cowell praised the new singer, unaware it was the same person. Walsh used this to jest at Cowell's occasional misjudgments, while affirming their friendship and Cowell's life-changing impact. Despite barbs, Walsh lauded Cowell as a nice man with a massive ego, vanity, and quirks like high heels, but enjoyable to work with. Their saga illustrates the complexities of professional relationships in entertainment, marked by ambition, ego clashes, and mutual respect. Cowell's empire building from X Factor to BGT has shaped pop culture, while Walsh's managerial prowess with bands like Boyzone and Westlife cemented his legacy. The documentary The Next Act represents Cowell's quest for reinvention, scouting talent amid industry shifts. Walsh's exclusion might stem from strategic choices, but it fuels their feud. Yet beneath the drama there's affection. Cowell's comments on missing Walsh suggest reconciliation potential. Their history of ups and downs adds intrigue, making their interactions endlessly fascinating. In broader context, such rivalries drive reality TV's appeal, turning personal tensions into entertainment. For Cowell, adapting to changing viewer habits is key. For Walsh, voicing opinions keeps him relevant. Ultimately, their story is one of enduring impact, where friendship and friction coexist, shaping careers and captivating audiences.